So we're talking about overcoming a change in our lives, or the fear of change in our lives. And one of the first things that we have to be able to do is learn to overcome habits. That is a hard thing to do. Maybe you've heard the old saying, old habits die hard. And that is such a true saying. You know, it's interesting that heart patients, when you study stats from heart patients and their habits before and after heart bypass surgery, you see a pattern that happens. The study said that most patients could avoid having returning heart issues after having bypass surgery, but they found that 90% of patients who had the bypass surgery went right back to the habits that they had before. They didn't start exercising. They still ate all the junk food that they ate before. And that's not good because it's going to hurt their heart. Spiritually, we face the challenge of change because we have issues handing over our habits to the Lord, the habits that hold us back from serving God or being a good testimony for Jesus Christ. God wants to make spiritual changes in our life, and many times when we think that we have victory over those habits, we end up returning right back to them. Proverbs paints a picture that's not very pretty. It says that the dog returns to his own vomit. Gross. But that's what we do so many times with our bad habits. But be encouraged. We can have victory over habits through Jesus Christ. 2 Corinthians 2:4 says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds." Hebrews 12:1, "Wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that so easily besets us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." Verse number 2 says, "Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of God." The key to overcoming our bad habits is to not rely on us, is to rely on God. Both of those verses said, hey, the pulling down of strongholds is mighty through God, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Our problem is so many times with our habits, we're so afraid to let go of them because we are relying on ourselves to overcome bad habits. But we've got to learn to lean on God. We've got to learn to look to Jesus. He is the author and finisher of our faith. So if he's the author and finisher of our faith, then he's the one who will give us the faith to overcome bad habits. God bless.